Hello and welcome to Tara's Daily Insight and the Open Door, your spiritual caffeine for a high vibrational life, and sometimes addictive and unofficially sponsored by Starbucks. My name is Mitchell and I am the Intuitive Messenger, and I thank you for joining me this Tuesday, June 25th, 2013. Today is number 25, which boils down to 7, which I was drawn to that one, and that is our Chariot card. The Chariot card, when I think of the number 7, its movement is sometimes more or the same as number 5, but number 5 always feels like nothing's going to be the same. It's like completely erasing the board. 7 feels like movement forward. So Chariot often is about fast decisions and changes. So we will see what comes up in our cards today. I'm shuffling here as we're talking, and we will dive right in. I'm so very excited because next Monday, I've already got the templates laid out. This show will be called the Intuitive Messenger channel, and very different feel, but it's pretty much going to be the same kind of information, but just trying to brand it a little bit better and go along with my radio show, which starts next Wednesday, July 3rd as well. Wednesday evenings, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be taking callers. So, diving in, our card for today is the 8 of Wands. So, first of all, number 8 is a very feminine number. It's passive, receptive. It is the infinity upright. So, if you think about that, it's kind of fun to remember that. Wands are fiery, creative energy. This card, and I love the, I believe it's Sagittarius there in the background, shooting his arrow. I totally could be wrong. Like I said, I've studied astrology. It just didn't stick, so I didn't figure it was for me. Because tarot sticks. So it's my divination tool. So this card often will mean like things coming out of the blue. And the 7 of Wands is often about surprises. We had that the other day. But this is kind of just out of the blue, not so much a surprise. This card can also resonate with travel, movement. It's often, in other decks, it's like the 8 Wands flying across. So it's like traveling or flying. Now today I'm hearing just a little caution of your travel in your car, your vehicle, on the ground, on the road. So just be very mindful what you're doing. I'd say really avoid texting and talking today and stay in the moment, what's in front of you, versus worrying, being frustrated, and constantly checking the phone. I will say I do text and talk when I drive. I am not proud of it, but I will admit it. Oprah would not be proud of me. And some days I can put the phone down and hear it make a noise and just leave it alone, knowing that it's the best for my body. And for me, it's more about when I get stressed and that will, or I'm thinking too much, and that will be just, it's another thing that numbs me. We numb with drugs and alcohol and food, and now we're numbing with, Candy Crush. I'm not a part of that, but I know I would numb myself if I was in that, because Facebook is part of my business, and I find myself when I don't need to be doing business still numbing myself, rather than just being in the moment and enjoying that I have quiet time. So a lot of times when I am driving, I'm listening to music, going over choreography for the work I do during the day, my corporate job, because I teach group exercise, which is choreographed. But when I don't have to go over it, I so enjoy my 25, 30-minute drive of just peace and quiet, talk to my guides, build that relationship, just kind of always check and say, how am I? Where's my life going? And really listen. A lot of times I will say, give me one thing, just one thing to work on. Don't show me the canvas of all the things I need to be working on, but just give me one thing I can work on and grow towards, my true authentic self. One day at a time, et cetera, always moving forward rather than limiting myself, because ultimately we are expanding no matter what. That's my belief. The universe is just constantly growing, and so are we. We are speeding up whether we like it or not, and science has backed that one up. So when you're limiting, it's just like you're trying to you're damming up the river and holding it back, when we know what happens when you do that. Eventually it's going to bust, and then it's going to be, just a complete wash. So allow it to flow, get in the flow, get in the river today. Be mindful when you're driving, when you're traveling. And I think that's the message. So once again, very excited for next Monday when the format will change. I'm going to give you a little clue. There's some cool music. I really like it. I've been hearing it all the time in my head. So that's it. I say to you, namaste. Enjoy some of the things that will pop out of the blue. Be mindful of your travel today. And thanks again for subscribing and retweeting and posting and becoming a fan of all the stuff that I have available out there. If you ever want any more information or services, you can always go to my website. It's www.intuitivemessenger.org. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Radio show starts next Wednesday, July 3rd.